That's not a fact in life. That's not even research. It's just something that I found. Hello everybody, it's Charlie and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Now today I'm going to be doing a video which, to be completely honest, the reason why I'm doing it is because I had absolutely no idea what content to put out for you guys today. So I just had a quick Google and I found some fun dental facts, which I thought I'd share with you guys. Now I haven't actually read all of these dental facts, so I'm kind of just going to be reading them out on camera for the first time really, and sharing my opinion, seeing what I think, if I knew them, if I didn't. I don't know, let's see. I just thought maybe that would be a bit of fun while, you know, we're all in quarantine and nobody can leave their houses. It's a great time to scrub up on your oral health. So anyway, if you would like to hear these fun facts, then just keep watching. Okay, so I literally just typed in fun dental facts on Google and a list came up. Anyway, let's just get straight on to the first fact, which is the average American spends 38.5 total days brushing their teeth over a lifetime. Well, that's a lot, isn't it? That is over a month brushing your teeth. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine brushing your teeth 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for over a month? But I guess if you obviously spread that out over a lifetime, I wonder how they've worked. Well, obviously they must have worked that out based on you brush your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes, and the average lifespan of a person, I don't know, 80, 90 years, how long that would accumulate. That is a lot of teeth brushing. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. People drink 3 or more glasses of soda each day have 62% more tooth decay, fillings and tooth loss than others. Okay, so I can kind of see how that is true. Obviously, if you're drinking that much fizzy in a day, that is a lot of sugar that you're putting on your teeth. I think the biggest problem with drinking that much is that people then aren't washing their mouth out with water. So if you are going to have a fizzy drink, it's actually best to then have a glass of water afterwards, get it kind of washed around your mouth, or just wash with some sort of mouthwash or something, because what you're doing when you drink any kind of fizzy or anything with sugar in, that can be squash as well. Don't forget that squash also has a lot of sugar in. It just stays on your teeth and kind of sticks on it. So if you actually have a mouthwash handy that you can use after you've drunk the drink, it's better for your teeth. And do you know what I've actually found? This is going way off subject, but I don't care. I always used to crave Coke whenever I was eating my dinner or something. I was like, oh, I just really want some Coke right now. What I actually found I was craving was a drink. I was thirsty, and the idea of Coke was great. But actually, I replaced the Coke with water, and as soon as I took a gulp of it, I didn't want Coke anymore. Anytime that you fancy a Coke or any kind of fizzy drink, have some water first and then see if you still fancy that drink. Most of the time, it's going to be because you're thirsty, not because you actually want that drink. So try it and see if it works. And if you do try and it does work, let me know. Anyway, should we move on to number 3? Because I feel like that was taking up a lot of time. So tooth enamel is the hardest substance in the human body. However, we do not recommend that you use your pearly whites to open bottle caps. I know that's true. Tooth enamel is the strongest substance and the hardest, but obviously if you try and open a bottle cap with it, the chances are you're gonna chip some of that enamel off. It's not particularly thick, it's just very, very strong. That's why we can chew things that are hard, like a raw carrot. If you really wanted to, you actually have the strength to bite off your finger, but your brain is telling you you can't do that, so that's why you can't. Please don't try it. Don't listen to me. Do not try that. That was a bad idea. Enamel is very, very strong. If you're gonna be silly and open something like a bottle cap, chances are you're just gonna chip that enamel, and there is nothing you can do to repair enamel other than fill it. Your teeth are there for chewing, and that's what they should be used for. Anyway, let's move on. If you don't floss, you miss cleaning 40% of your tooth surfaces. Make sure you brush and floss twice a day. I'm pretty sure I've already said that in some of my videos before, but if you've missed that, then let me explain it again. When you brush your teeth, what you're doing is you're brushing the front surface, you also should be brushing the back surface, and you're brushing the top. But what you're actually missing is this surface right here. So if these are your 2 teeth, and you've brushed the top, you've brushed the front, and you should be brushing the back, but you've missed this whole surface here. Now that is still a tooth surface, regardless of whether there is a tooth up against it or not. There is going to be a very, very slight gap. Like basically, unless they're completely crossed over, you're going to be able to get floss in there, whether it be a TP, whether it actually be like a string of floss, you're going to be able to get floss down there, and you'd be so surprised at the amount that actually comes out when you haven't flossed and then you start flossing. And what you'll also find is your gums will bleed. And the reason for that is basically because what you're doing is dislodging a lot of the stuff that was caught in between there, and it's gonna cause your gums to sort of start healing themselves. And for them to start healing, they need to bleed. They need to be pushing out all the crap that has been lodged in there. You're gonna find that you bleed 2, 3, 4 times, and then the bleeding will just stop, so long as you keep flossing. If you've always flossed and then your gums bleed, then that's when you think there's obviously some sort of problem. It's generally never anything. I sometimes find that, so I do floss every day. Sometimes I'll find that there is a bit of bleeding, and that's probably just where I haven't flossed properly in that area. So when you do find that your gums bleed, actually get in there and brush them more, and they will stop bleeding. If you are still concerned though, just give the dentist a ring. Obviously not at this time. Well, you can still give the dentist a ring at this time, but nobody's going to see anybody because we're not allowed to open. There is a pandemic going on in the world. Nobody can see you face to face. Why am I going off on a tangent about the pandemic that's happening right now? I don't know. Let's just move on to the next fact, shall we? And I'm going to make this the last fact because this video has gone way off now. Every single time I say a fact, I end up telling a story about something else. So let's get back on track. So the last fact I'm going to tell you today is the average person only brushes 45 to 70 seconds a day. The recommended amount of time is 2 to 3 minutes. Well, that's interesting. I didn't actually know that, but I think I know what that is. I think that's generally because people don't stick to the rule of brushing the front, the back and the top. What they do is they scrub all of the front and they scrub on the top, and that's it. But what you should do is actually kind of split your mouth into quarters kind of thing. Well, that's what I do anyway. It's like a good technique to use. So what I always do, I start on my lower left hand side and I start at the back, so behind my teeth. I start here and I go round to my right side, and then I bring the toothbrush to the front and I do the front and I come round to this side. And then I start upper left behind the teeth and I come round to here. Then I bring the toothbrush to the front and I start right and I go to left. And obviously then I just go over the occlusal surface, so like the top of them, and that generally counts to about between 2 and 3 minutes. You should be spending 30 seconds on each quadrant, so 30, 30, 30, 30, which would take you up to 2 minutes. That's generally how I do it. I don't know about everybody else, but that's quite a good technique that I found to use. Always start behind the teeth and then bring it round to the front, because then you can't forget the back of the teeth. I never time myself, but I pretty much know. Well, actually sometimes I've never like properly timed myself, but sometimes, like in the morning for example, I'll look and it'll be like 7:01. When I finish brushing my teeth, it's like 7:04. So I know that I have spent that correct amount of time brushing my teeth properly, but I get that a lot of people actually wouldn't. I mean, 45 seconds isn't even a minute. Make sure that you are doing it for the proper amount of time. Always, always, always brush the back of your teeth and the gums. The gums are so important to brush. That's what a lot of people actually miss. They just do it all on the tooth surface, but the more important thing is to clean down the bottom by your gums. If we say this is your tooth, okay, your gums level is obviously down here. You want to be brushing at this level because this is where the food is getting trapped, and you want to be going around in circles rather than scrubbing really hard. And I've just realised this has gone off on a complete tangent again. I don't even remember what the original fact was. Oh, it was about brushing for 45 to 70 seconds. That is quite surprising, actually. I genuinely thought a lot more people would put more time and effort into brushing their teeth. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm in the job, but oral hygiene is a massive, massive thing for me. It's important to a lot of people. If you look at a picture of someone and they're smiling, what's the first thing you're going to notice about them? It's their teeth. They don't have to be pearly white, nothing like that. As long as your oral hygiene is good, then that's what matters. Why am I still going off? Anyway, I'm going to end this video here before I start getting really, really sidetracked into something else. I hope you guys like these fun facts today. Were they fun? I don't know. If you want to see more, then pop me a comment below and I'll make sure I do a few more of them for you. Also, any other ideas that you guys have. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button down below and then click the little bell next to it so you get notified when I next upload. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!